afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for October 3rd, 2019, 3 p.m. Eastern. We look at a continuing journey. It's endless, and that's what the fun is about it. And it's keeping ourselves in a frequency where we are not entertaining the lower energies, the lower frequency, the matter. And, it seems pretty easy on the surface. You say, oh, okay, so I won't address this or that. I'll ignore this, and I won't allow myself to get engaged. But when you're in such a habit of doing that forever, you start it with small sips and small steps. So you do it very carefully. And as you do that, you slowly but surely climb the stairs. And once you get to a certain point, you will recognize and notice that you are no longer swimming in that lower frequency, because you can tell. You definitely can tell. You can differentiate between the two. Very, very simple. Feeling heavy, pressed, stressed, worrisome, fearful. Those are all the low frequencies. And all of us, can choose where to be and how to do it. How do you bring yourself up there? How do you bring yourself up to the point where you could literally have anything you desire, and then have it delivered to you without really any disruption or friction? Now, you pictured the entire civilization of this planet being able to have whatever they desire. Yeah, it'd kind of be a novelty at first, all right? It'd be like a kid in a candy store. You would, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. And you have no worry of depleting funds because it's endless. Okay? And then you'll come to a point where you'll say, I really have everything. I don't really need anything else. I've got so much stuff now, I don't even use it, don't know what to do with it. See? And that's just how we've been pretty much trained. People will, with wealth, they will buy 7, 8, 9, 10 homes, only living in one of them, maybe 2 or 3 at the most, and the rest will just sit there. They got all these grandiose ideas about this and that and this and that, and then they find out that they don't even pursue or even follow through with them. Because they end up with so much stuff that most of the time they don't even know how much stuff they have or what it is. So in today's meditation, wealth, which is many things, it's not just money, and riches, wealth and riches. And what does that really identify? What does that tell you? What does it tell each and every one of us? Well, number one, we are wealthy, and number two, we are rich. The problem with that is that we don't experience it in the physical life, most of us. Majority of us don't. And that's the reason is that I'm sure all of you know, is that we stand in our own way. We block our own way. We block all of that. All of that wealth and all of those riches that are rightfully knocking at our door all the time, but we never open the door. And that's a fact. So, you say you begin to experience wealth. have a wealth of good health. You have a wealth of freedom. You have a wealth of peace, joy, tranquility. Okay? So when you begin to understand that you are wealth and that you are rich, but you see, then you see with your own eyes, well, I'm not there, not there. Where is it then? Where is it? Where is it supposed to be? And then you come in with confidence and knowing, and your journey within, and you start to realize, the reason I haven't been what I desire or want to be, as far as financial wherefore and riches and so on, it's because I blocked myself. I'm cynical, negative, lack of confidence, fear, fear of wealth, fear of riches. Believe it or not, the subconscious mind and the ego mind literally play that on you. Literally. So when you get to that understanding and clarity, you say, well, I'm just going to step aside. I don't need to. I don't, ego mind and subconscious mind, they take a back seat. You move in with the heart mind and you embrace yourself and love yourself, then you'll get to a point where you will embrace the wealth and the rich that you are. It's inevitable. But if you continually pursue negativity, where you are cynical, pessimistic, don't believe in any of it, it's not possible, that's a pipe dream, blah, 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 blah. You're embracing the lower frequencies, you will stay in the matter, you'll be more matter than energy. Because believe it or not, when you move into more energy, your frequency's higher, all the wealth, all the riches that you could possibly imagine start flowing to you. That's it. Now, I'm not saying that someone's going to walk up to you with a 40-foot rig and say, well, I got a truck here delivery for you of gold bars, right? Where do you want me to put them? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the reality of the fact of who and what you are, and recognizing it, honoring it, and embracing it. That, where do you think wealth and riches come from? From the civilization. That's where they come from. So, when you get to a level of relaxing and joy, your mind isn't on that stuff because you have the confidence that it's free-flowing. It's constantly coming in. It is. And the clincher, while this is all transforming you in your direction, is the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. It is to stay in gratitude. When you come out of gratitude and you start expecting things and you start doing this and getting irritated because of this, you will lose out every single time. You will become frustrated. You will become fearful. You will become worrisome. You will become stressed out completely. And then you'll start thinking negative thoughts through the subconscious and through the ego mind. And then you'll be back into the same old of desiring and wanting, but never, ever seeming to get, to have. And every one of us should be absolutely loaded with wealth and riches. Seriously. Every single human, every single being on this planet should have all of it, whatever they desire. Now, with that comes responsibility and respect and honor. Honor that life is the highest value in the universe. Okay? Honor the fact that you are here to serve. You're here to serve yourself and others. And those are pieces of the big puzzle. Those are the pieces that fall into place. You snap them into place. Bing, they light up. So wealth and riches, right? Wealth is multifaceted. Riches can also be multifaceted. But in there, it's an unending flow from source of all that you could ever imagine having or wanting or desiring. But see, here's the kicker. We're in this matrix, and we don't believe that that is real. You see, the ego mind and the subconscious dictates to the heart mind, the emotion, and it basically says, well, this isn't real. This isn't going to happen. You know, what are you thinking? Why are you wasting your time on this stuff? It's just silly. But in eventuality, you start to realize as I make this journey within myself and I go deeper and deeper and deeper into the core of my existence and my being, my God, I realize that it's always been there, always has, and never will stop being there. It's a phase, guys. It's a phase for this civilization. It's a phase that, you know, we've been trained to be in, and we will eventually graduate out of that phase. Okay? But right now, why don't we enjoy it? Okay? And we do no harm, and we value life as the highest value in the universe. So we continue our creating value, building wealth for ourselves and others. That's what we do. And I guarantee you that the wealth and riches will be astronomical. They won't end. They'll keep building more and more and more and more. But you can tell with your heart mind when you drop, when you fall off the bike, so to speak. Right? You drop back down into the matter of energy, the matter. The woe is me. There's a lot of woe is me's, I'll tell you that. I'm sure a lot of you have met, maybe yourself at times, woe is me. See? And we generate that, and we motivate that to take place all the time. So, if you can imagine an existence in that body of everything that you desire is yours, everything that you want is yours. It's a matter of fact. It isn't ego. It isn't look at me. It isn't look what I have. Look what I got. It isn't about that. It's now when you switch it to that and you turn off the ego mind, then things change because you're not out to impress. You have nothing to impress anybody. What do you need to impress people for? This is crazy. It's external authority. So you begin to go through a metamorphosis, and you do it. You desire these things, and you want these things because you want to experience them. That's why you want to experience what it's like to have this, and this. And then after a while, you realize that, okay, I'm done with that. I'm not interested in that stuff anymore. And you move up into higher frequency. See? But you experience it for as long as you choose. It's not like there's someone, slapping you saying, get through that finish line. Get there. Hurry up, they're going to beat you. It isn't like that. It's at your own direction, period. The external authority has nothing to do with you at all. It has nothing to do with you. Seriously. The reason it is have a lot to do with all of us is because we choose to interact with it. We choose to create it as a reality rather than just a thought, which is nothing. It is absolutely nothing. And the mind, the ego mind, will trick you constantly because it will bring in these little thoughts. And in collaboration with the subconscious mind, bring in these little thoughts. These little thoughts come in. They're crazy thoughts. They're absolutely crazy. And you just look at them and say, dismiss. Cancel, clear, delete across all dimensions, existences, forever. Places, and you just flood it with love and let it go. Because it's just these thoughts that come in. And we've been so trained to grab them. Oh, you're going to be broke. Oh, you don't have any money. Oh, you're going to suffer. Oh, you're going to be fear. Here it comes. All right, you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be really in deep trouble. Okay? And all that goes to the heart mind. Heart mind starts boom, 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 boom. And that's See, when you're always in deep gratitude, always, that's the biggest hurdle that you will have to leap over. So wealth and riches, if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are. And the first thing you're going to do is relax your body. Now, some of us think that we relax our bodies, but we don't. You could be on a 3-week vacation, summer vacation, boating, nice place to stay, nice restaurants, unfamiliar area, little shops and that type of thing. And you need R&R from your R&R. So relax the body. Let it go. Let everything drop off. Just remember, it's all that you created. And if you don't care to have it around, then just let it go. Let your body relax. Move into stillness, peace. And so when you do that, you're also going to want to move into the now. Because everything happens in the now, the past, the present, the future. There is nothing else. There's just the now. You aren't, you're not projecting into the future that isn't even there, hasn't even been created. So you're projecting into the future, which is dangerous, because then you begin to create it because you've gone into the past so many times that you drag the things from the past in the subconscious and you throw it into the future. And that starts creating a redundancy of repetitiveness over and over again in different packaging throughout your life. And then you wonder, what the heck am I here? What is this? Looks so familiar. It's like what it reminds me of 10 years ago. It reminds me of 5 years ago. Okay? So in the now, not the past or the future, only the now. It's all we've ever had, ever will have. Ever. Now, as you're in the now and you're relaxing your body, one of the most empowering things that people do not spend enough time on learning about themselves is their breathing. Breath is communication, guys. Right? It's not negative. It is not low frequency. It is a very high frequency. And breathing sustains the body. And what do we end up doing? We end up shallow breathing, which means we don't take in enough oxygen most of the time. But we don't know it. And as you breathe in, you breath in through the nose and breath out through the mouth. And you want to do that at least 6 times while I'm talking. Now, you breathe in full and deep through the nose, and you hold it 1001, 1002, 1003, and then exhale through the mouth. And you get into the rhythm of the breathing, because there is a rhythm. Just like last night when I talked about the heart rhythm. So you want it to be fluid, ease, not forced, not stressed. You want to do it effortlessly, and the body will let you know you've taken in a wonderful amount. Now let out the rest. Let it out. And it empowers you. And it oxygenates the brain. And it oxygenates all of the body. There are even some people that convince themselves that that's how they nurture and nourish themselves. They're called breathers. And all they live on is breathing. Seriously. They do not eat food. They do not drink water. They just breathe and sustain themselves. Now, if you really want to get technical, everything that we've ever needed is in the atmosphere. subconscious and the ego mind controls us to the extent that you have to eat food to nourish the body. Where do you think the food comes from? It all comes from the plasma energy. Then all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond, that's what it is. That's what we are. We are source. Everything is source. All the food is source. Even the genetically modified crap is source energy. They've just dinked with it. But as you're breathing in divine positive energy. These are high frequencies. These are all that there is source, creation. You know, this flows from Mother, Father, God. It flows from Prime Source, Creator, God, the universe, everything. It's everywhere. So when we breathe it in, it comes in through our heart. It actually comes in through the God, through the heart-mind. Now imagine this: if you're disconnected from the heart-mind and you're operating in the ego mind and the subconscious, what takes place? You don't know. But the divine positive energy says you are wealthy, you are rich beyond. You always have been. Do you honestly think that we were all supposed to toil, struggle, scrape, fight to survive? Does that make any sense? Does that vibrate within your heart mind of a high frequency? No, it doesn't. It's nasty. It's just a repulsive energy. You have to struggle, work your fingers to the bone, every opportunity, no matter what you have to do, even subversive things to make money. It's absolutely ludicrous when we already are. You see the irony in that? That's like you have a vehicle and the tank is full of fuel. And you go to the gas station and you try to put more fuel in it. What's going to happen? What I'm saying is all of our tanks are full. They never drop. They never drain. They're always full. And picture this in your heart mind. You stay in deep gratitude. You practice it constantly, all day long, all night long. You chant the Om mantra. You chant the Ah mantra. You vibrate the body. You increase your vibrational frequencies. You eliminate the ego mind from interfering. And the subconscious. You're your guide. You're your own guide. And here's the tough one for everyone. Move into loving everything. It doesn't matter if it's a blade of grass. Do you know why? Because it moves you closer and more deeper and deeper into deep gratitude, and it moves you higher and higher up with the source of all creation. That's why. That's why you do these things. That's why you practice. That's why you program the subconscious mind. And the ego mind. Now, as you breathe out, what are you breathing out? All of that stuff in the subconscious and ego mind says, no, that is just crap. You're not going to end up with anything. You got to struggle, stress, and fear and worry all the time. Maybe a break once in a great while. Okay? That's why the majority of the weaknesses in these physical bodies is done by stress. Literally done by stress. So, ego mind and your subconscious mind with deep eternal love, and you just flood them and you say, I love you guys. Here's a big hug and a smooch. But I'm the master. I am the heart mind. This is where I flow. This is where my high energies are. This is what takes me to a higher and higher frequency and to higher and higher energies and less matter. Do you want to survive, only survive in the matter, or do you want to flourish and expand forever into higher energies and frequencies? It's your choice. Now remember, we are in the heart mind. We are merged with our God. And basically the God is everything. It's the soul, it's the spirit, it's the higher self, it's all of it. It's all there, created by Source. It's just that the civilization has a thing with labels, names, part of the ego. So, arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light. The circle of light is our God light energy, which is the God deep, deep, deep within us. And we form a circle, a halo around the equator of Gaia, planet Earth. And she really enjoys it, and you can tell she does just by the vibrational frequency. And she looks forward to this every single day. And if you think that is not truth, feel your heart mind and then say if it's truth or not. So we literally envelop this entire planet above and below, inside and out, of a multi-reflective field, an encasement. And it's of the highest frequency. And it is of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. And the deepest, 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 deepest gratitude. And it saturates and floods everything. The emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. And the violet blue purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. You know, the white fire, our armor. The purple transmuted flame, any vileness, any low frequency, anything, any existence that is in harm, that wants to create harm, that wants to covet, destroy, dissolve, is vaporized. There's no way that those frequencies could ever touch the high frequencies of existence. The golden white pink light of our family, Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father God, the masculine, feminine, and Source, creation. What do you think created Mother, Father God? What do you think created Prime Source, Creator God? What do you think created us, God's Source? Violet ray. All of these energies, frequencies, are very high frequencies, and they eliminate low frequencies. That's how simple it is. They eliminate low frequencies. All of our bodies are low frequencies when we are in disease, discomfort, and irritated, and frustrated, and angry. These are low frequencies. We flood ourselves with higher and higher and higher frequencies. We too are encased in these spheres. They're impenetrable. Only deep eternal love can join them. So it's imperative for you to understand in your heart mind that you are infinitely protected from all low frequencies and all vileness and all disguises and all deception and all manipulation and all fears, all of it. Because it's all illusion to seduce you into low frequency matter. And when you understand understand that and you embrace that, you are omnipotently powerful. So we begin to move up above the planet. We begin to literally float up. And you know what? We're above our body. We're still powering it, still energized by our gods, but we're above the body, our heart, mind. We're floating. We're floating above the halo energy of the crown chakra. And as we do this, we are compelled to call upon the other pieces of source, the other brothers and sisters. And they can only be in this meditation, if they are of the highest and deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love. And these are all the light energy beings that are in all things. That are, that were, that will be, forever and beyond. They are in deep, full compassion. They are in generosity. They are in humbleness. They are in tranquility. They are in benevolence. They're in complete joy and bliss. And they flock in massive numbers in gigaplexes. They fill this universe and all universes. They continually to group in. And they are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we're of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we're all one. We're all love. And our God-light energy is everywhere. We call upon the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. All of these angels, all of the civilization, they've been assisting our civilization for eons. In love, in peace, in joy, in humbleness, in gratitude, prosperity and abundance. They can inhabit a square foot, thousands of them. Because when you start to figure out and understand that we're all one, then you can occupy all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. Whenever you choose. They are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. They're gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. We are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. We're all one. We're all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. Call upon the Ascended Masters. These are those who have ascended out of body, who have left the matrix, who have returned to the matrix, and their God energy, taking a risk that they might be trapped back in the matrix, to assist us, because they love us, and we love them. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, Abundantia, El Moria, just to name a fraction, few. They are of the highest, deepest, eternal love only. From the highest, deepest, eternal love. Before any of them that aren't cannot join us in this now in this meditation. They'd be vaporized. And arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in complete compassion, in non-judgment, in tranquility, in benevolence, in generosity, in humbleness, in stillness. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, as we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love, and our God-light energy continues to saturate, to flood all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. We call upon the inhabitants of Agartha, of Hollow Earth, of Inner Earth, of Beneath Earth, all of these inhabitants of these civilizations, only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love, can join us in this now, in this meditation. They are in generosity, full compassion, non-judgment, kindness, stillness, humbleness, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the billions. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are all one. We are all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the galactics, the off-worlders. All of these civilizations, only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation. They are in deep compassion. They are in non-judging. They are in stillness, peace, benevolence, tranquility, happiness, joy, bliss. And they come, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this circle of light, in this now, in this meditation. They are gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God-light energy continues to reach beyond, beyond, beyond. They've been assisting us in our evolution, our ascension, our enlightenment, freeing ourselves from bondage and slavery that has been self-imposed through the subconscious and ego mind. The bicameral, the anti-civilization. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those that are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. The rest who aren't have the option and opportunity to join us in higher frequency. They cannot join us in low frequency and low matter. They are in peace, non-judgment, benevolent, compassion, kindness, generosity, humbleness. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand, and join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we're all one, we're all love, and our God-light energy continues to expand everywhere. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and below and above this planet, in this now, in this meditation. Only those that are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us. They are in deep peace, full compassion, non-judgment, benevolence, tranquility, joy, stillness, and just to name a few: fairies, sprites, elves, dwarves, gnomes, trees, elementals, earth, air, water, fire, mermaid, dolphin, whale, Pegasus, unicorn, centaur, minotaur, and many, many more. And they come in the trillions, in shapes, sizes, colors, arrays, configurations of such we have never seen before. And they, arm in arm, hand in hand, join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. And they are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, as we are in the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. We're all one, we're all love, and our God-light energy continues to expand everywhere. Now we look up and we see our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. It can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. It floods everything. It saturates everything. All the sacredness of space, throughout this universe, through all the solar systems, through all the galaxies, and the quantum universes, and the hyperquantum, and the superquantum, and the super universes, all saturating, continuing to expand, flood, and saturate all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. It floods us. We feel it flood and saturate our bodies and our gods. It literally expresses the joy that it is, the source that it is. It literally expands around us, through us. You, each and every one of us, are wealth. We are also riches. We can command it whenever we choose. It is only blocked by ourselves, our ego mind, and our subconscious mind. When your heart mind becomes totally, completely the master, then these minds, the ego mind and the subconscious mind, move into the background. You will be in charge. Guess what? Your frequencies will continue to rise. You will become more and more in peace and joy. The heart mind is the master and commander. And then all of everything that you've ever desired, ever will desired, ever have desired, will be yours. It's a fact. We can literally discuss this with every being on this planet. There is no rebuttal. There is really no argument. It is them embracing who and what they are. The true God, the true love that they are. The peace and stillness of the mind that they are. You look down upon this planet, we see all of our brothers and sisters, all light, all the light. No matter where they're at on their journey, we flood and saturate them with deep eternal love. We flood and saturate them with the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude, the highest gratitudes. We love them. And we intend for them to be able to open up to the true wealth and riches that they are. and chasing it outside of themselves. And the interesting thing is remember, we are all one, and we are all love. And once this civilization fully embraces that, then everything is new, and everything has changed. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. absorb this and take it with you throughout the rest of this day into the evening and night and the following morning. It is practice. It is simple, but it takes practice. You can't just do it once and then assume that it's plugged in. Because remember, we've all been in this lower matter forever. So it takes some commitment and very high positivity and gratitude to move into the higher frequencies. You follow this,